Welcome to Release Your Potential Now with Jane, your weekly dose of energy, wisdom, and healing, where we explore how energy shapes your life and how you can shift it to thrive in every area physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Each week, we'll dive into practical tools, real-world examples, and quantum energy perspectives to help you stay positive, navigate challenges, and reclaim your personal power. Whether you're dealing with stress, seeking balance, or curious about the energetic world around you, this is your space for insight, growth, and transformation.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Release Your Potential Now. I'm Jane Phillips, certified medical intuitive and psychic medium. I also offer paranormal energy clearings for people, properties, and businesses all over the world from my office in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Last month, we explored aligning with the light and preparing for powerful energetic shifts during the summer solstice. Now, as we step into July, a month symbolizing independence and freedom, we'll discuss declaring your own energetic independence with United States Independence Day coming up on July 4th. It's the perfect opportunity to embrace personal freedom. So let's get started. Independence isn't just a concept for countries. It's deeply personal too. Personal independence means reclaiming your energy and power from situations or patterns that drain or limit you. It's about consciously choosing freedom over attachment, joy over worry, and learning to be true to yourself. Over compromise. Let's uncover exactly what energetic independence means and why it's essential for living your best life. Energetic ties, or invisible links, are subtle yet powerful connections that keep us emotionally and energetically bound to our past experiences, relationships, and situations. That's where PTSD and some of the trauma comes from. These ties often originate from intense or unresolved emotions that become embedded in our cellular memory, creating emotional residue. This residue can manifest as recurring fears, anxieties, emotional patterns, or reactions that we can't easily shake off. These invisible links act like threads anchoring us to past events, making it challenging to move forward freely and fully engage with the present moment. For example, you might still feel anger or sadness from a past relationship, or stress from previous financial challenges, or lingering anxiety from a difficult event. These energetic attachments consume your energy and prevent you from experiencing true freedom. And they also shoot chemistry into your system that really make it traumatic for you. By recognizing and releasing these links, you regain your power and open the way to greater emotional clarity, personal growth, and authentic independence. This July 4th, declare your energetic independence. I'm going to do a protocol now to cut any unhealthy psychic cords you may have to another person that you're holding you back from feeling independent and free. And this is just to give you an example of what's possible to create some independence. And then we can talk about what I do in sessions also and some of the further things around this. So it's a protocol to cut any unhealthy attachments, as I call psychic cords, to another person. And I work with Archangel Michael for this. So I want you to sit quietly in a peaceful place where you won't be disturbed. And if you're driving, you can replay this later. So think of one person with whom you are feeling a strong attachment to, a psychic cord. And I don't mean a romantic attachment necessarily, although it could be that. It's an attachment that is unhealthy for you to maintain. For example, you may have feelings of resentment, anger, betrayal, abandonment, or some other non-supportive emotion toward this person. You're now hanging out in each other's energy field. This cord is keeping you trapped in the past and preventing you from moving forward, keeping you from the independence and freedom you deserve. So speak out loud or quietly, and I'm in favor of out loud, but or quietly to yourself with focus, and say, today I declare independence from all energetic ties, attachments, and emotions that no longer serve my highest good. I'm now going to ask Archangel Michael to come with his sword and shield to cut and remove any psychic cords on your behalf that you have to any people that are not for your best and highest good. So I ask Archangel Michael to come with his sword and shield and cut and remove any psychic cords that any of these people listening have to other people that are not for their best and highest good. I ask to burn these cords in the violet flame of Saint Germain, and I ask to scatter the ashes. And now I want you to imagine that cord is being released from your body, and a shield is being put up to prevent reattachment. And this is a tricky thing, because if you're really, really attached to somebody, it's not always easy, even with this protocol, to let go immediately. So you may want to do this again or listen to this podcast again whenever this crops up. And over time, you eventually will not have this energy in your field, and you can begin healing from that relationship or that situation. And this process begins your healing process with that other person. So from personal experience myself, I'm going to tell a little story of somebody that I had an energetic attachment to. It was a past life person. It was a young person. It wasn't a romantic thing, but it was a past life karmic connection. And when we parted company, I was pretty afraid that he was going to find me again, because he was very energetically strong. He wasn't harmful in a physical way at all, but mentally, he was a challenge for me. And so what I ended up doing, we parted company, but I ended up doing this psychic cord removal every day, several times a day for 6 months. Because when this other person was thinking of me, I had to cut cords again, and I would get a cough. So it took a while, but I was persistent, and now that is behind me. So while it's not always easy to release these emotional traumas from past situations, in my practice as a medical intuitive and psychic medium, I many, many times have helped people remove trauma from situations that actually created energetic PTSD. They weren't in the war. They weren't in any military situation. And it's just, it could be that they had a haunted house, and it was so traumatic for them that they got PTSD from it. And in my practice, those are embedded cellular memories with emotion behind them that need to be released from cellular memories so that you can recover. So, true independence and freedom can manifest in various aspects of your life. So, on a personal level, this might mean confidently making your own choices without excessive outside influence or fear of judgment. Energetically, freedom includes protecting your energy through clear boundaries, listening to your intuition, and nurturing yourself regularly. Examples include being able to say no without guilt, and choosing solitude when needed, or making time for self-care practices. Embracing independence and freedom helps you step into your potential fully and authentically. And I did this last time, and I'm going to do it again this week because it helps so many people. So I'm going to end this podcast with another possession removal. So I want you to just get calm and quiet. I'm going to ask that a white light vortex be placed above your head. And for anybody who has possessions on them, which are ghost type energies that like you, they're not out to harm you, but having extra energies, people who have died that have not crossed over, ends up being harmful for you because it makes more prevalent any emotions. If you're depressed, you have depressed energies on you, you will be more depressed. So we want to just take all these extra energies off. And you're doing a big service if any of you have collected some of these energies, because you're helping these earthbound energies go home. So we now ask for each of these energies that wants to go home, that they each be given Archangel Michael, Mother Mary, Jesus, Archangel Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, and 30,000 angels. And we invite these energies to cross to the light, to whomever would welcome them home with love and acceptance. So this just takes a minute. And what you want to do is just imagine that you have white light. You can see a stream of white light and all of these energies just floating up to go home. You're going to feel lighter. Generally, almost everybody that I do this with, and I do this in sessions, I always want to make sure somebody's energetically clear. And you end up feeling lighter and happier after we do this. And if you have any energies on you that are really stuck and afraid to go home because of judgment, we invite these energies to get 50,000 angels, bubble wrap in a blanket. Archangel Michael, Mother Mary, Jesus, Archangel Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel. And we invite these energies to cross to the light, to be welcomed home with love and acceptance. And I want, as a psychic medium, I want you to know that these energies have stayed here for lots of reasons. They may be staying with you because you've brought them in because they're a loved one. Well, they deserve to go home to heaven or wherever that place is to do their life review, and they'll still be able to come back and support you. But it's not helpful for them to stay in the earth plane until after it. They need to go on for their life review because that helps them learn their lessons from this lifetime. And I also want to let anybody know who's listening that as far as anybody I've talked to who's passed, and I talk to them as a psychic medium, there is no judgment on the other side. Your life review is a learning experience. So a lot of people are afraid, and you might be one of them, to cross to the light, afraid of death, because you're afraid of being judged for all the things that you've done in this lifetime. And that's a lot to do with our religion, is letting us know that. My personal experience is there is no judgment. There's only learning. And so we want these energies to go home for learning. All right. Now this replay, so if you're listening on the replay, this will also help you on the replay. So don't feel like because it's a replay that it doesn't work. I've done this countless times, and so have some other people that I know. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I encourage you to use the July 4th or 4th of July to declare your energetic independence and embrace the freedom that's inherently yours. Next week on July 8th, our topic is Boundaries Are Freedom. how healthy limits set you free. We'll explore more practical strategies to establish boundaries that support your freedom and peace of mind. Until then, keep releasing what holds you back, embrace your independence, and cherish your freedom. Have a great week. I'm Jane Phillips.
You've been listening to Release Your Potential Now with Jane, your weekly dose of energy wisdom and healing. Tune in on Transformation Talk Radio to unlock the power of energy healing and transform your life one insight at a time. Share this episode with a friend who's feeling stuck and might benefit from a little extra support on their journey. Together, we can create a ripple effect of healing and positivity, empowering individuals to live healthier, more joyful lives. Are you ready to gain control of your life and health? Then visit janecphillips.com to book a session, join a workshop, or explore how energy wisdom can help you heal and thrive.